I'm here with my friend Beata Bishop, who is a writer and psychotherapist and a healed cancer patient. Thank you very much for being here today. And this is your birthday, the 95th, if I'm right.
Yes.
And the reason for being here is because I think this is an amazing opportunity to ask Beata about life, really, because the main point, the motto of this video is everybody has two lives, and the second life starts when we realize that we have only one life. And since Beata, she's 95, and I would like to talk with her about how do you see your life? Do you have any regrets that we can learn from? Because, you know, myself, 47, and many people in the audience are in their kind of in midlife. And this is a great opportunity to kind of learn from you, because we might realize from this video that we have only one life, and this is the time to start living it really consciously.
Yes.
So,
I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. There is an Australian nurse who worked with dying people. And this nurse collected the 5 most common regrets of these dying people. And I would like to just talk about these regrets. What do you think about them? Do you have these regrets? Or you might have other regrets looking back at your life from this age? So I would quickly just run through these things.
Sure.
The first one is, I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself and not a life expected of me by others. So be yourself, live your own life. So do you have any regrets around these lines, or how do you see this?
No, not particularly. What I regret a little bit is that, especially when I was younger, I had a certain rigidity in my outlook on life and on things in general, that things are like this. Well, things are like this and like that. I know that now. So perhaps I was a trifle rigid for the first 40 or 50 years. I mean, at my age, 40 or 50 years is just one half of a long life.
Yeah.
But otherwise, quite frankly, I don't believe that we should spend time and energy on regretting anything that was in the past. It doesn't make the tiniest bit of difference. We've done it, it was not the best thing, but you can't change it. You know, hindsight is not our best friend.
Yeah, absolutely, and this is the point of this video, because, you know, myself, I have another half of my life in front of me, you know, and I wouldn't like to have regrets. That's why I'm sitting here with you and talking, and maybe what you are telling me and us might trigger a change in my life, that I'm gonna live it more consciously, and it might save me to regret things later on. You know, it's a kind of an eye-opening.
Well, you use 2 terribly important words: living consciously, and that is my battle cry, my motto. Not just bumbling through life from morning till evening and then start again. Observe what's happening, observe yourself, observe other people, make comparisons. That was then and this is now. Now that's terribly important, you know, because a lot of people live in the past. And because something was like that, and I've done it myself, so I know what I'm talking about, because it was like that, I react to what's happening now in the same way, and I shouldn't. It's something different. That was then and this is now. One should engrave that on a piece of wood and put it up on the wall.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is an amazing sentence or amazing thought here, because many of my viewers are people who kind of considering starting a new chapter of their lives in the digital economy. And what you are telling me is that the world is changing, and don't do things that worked in the past today. And you know, when you were young, there was no internet around.
No.
And most of the people went to the factories, and you were a writer. And today we have an amazing opportunity to leverage the opportunities of the internet. So, which is a great thing because we can automate ourselves and we can reach a global market from kind of here. And these opportunities didn't exist when you were young. So this is something new, and this is something we need to wake up to this opportunity and use this opportunity, kind of. And you use this opportunity because you are still an active blogger. So
Yes.
your blog posts are available on the internet. So you could change yourself and use the new technology.
Well, I don't think one should be enslaved to one's official age. And I remember one of my yoga teachers many, many years ago said that there is your official age, which is in your passport, date of birth. You can't change that. But that's only one thing. There should be consideration for the age of your body, what sort of condition is it in, the age of your mind. Is it still capable of taking in new stuff? Is it still capable of learning, of changing its own ideas? What about your emotional age? Do you respond to difficult situations like an intelligent adult or like a frightened child? So there are all these ages, and ideally we should be roughly the same age right through, but that's quite difficult. It's easier to be, for us who were brought up with the left brain dominance, it's easier for us to look at things from the intellectual point of view and neglect the emotional side, which is a great mistake.
Yeah.
We have to build a bridge between head and heart.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I'm gonna come back to the heart because it's a very important thing. I would go to the second regret of dying people, which is I wish I hadn't worked so hard.
No.
Do you have any regrets around this?
No.
So this is an interesting point because, as I said, many people work from 9 to 5, and by the time they get home, they are tired and they don't have enough time for the family and doing things that they love. And one of the most attractive thing in the digital economy that you can work smart instead of working hard.
Yes.
And if you do that, you won't have this regret, but luckily you don't have either, so it's good.
No.
The third one is I wish I had the courage to express my feelings. So being vulnerable and following your heart and these kind of things.
Oh, I express my feelings, yes. I don't believe that denying them or holding them back is a very good idea, because they are still there. And remember, I'm a psychotherapist, so I know about the enormous power of repressed, unexpressed feelings. They work away, not the way you would like it.
Yeah. And we are talking in front of a camera and a video, and I remember my journey with the video, and the first time I looked into the camera, and how frightened I was. And today, I can be vulnerable in front of the camera. I can be myself, and I don't mind if I make a mistake.
Yeah.
And this is true for the life as well. And when I kind of accepted this, that I can make a mistake, I can be myself. Sometimes I can say stupid things. A big weight get out of my shoulders when I have the courage to be myself, and I don't worry too much about what other people think about me. And there's a saying, it's not my business what other people think about me.
Let me tell you the wonderful thing Bob Hope, the American actor and comic, said. He said, at the age of 20, I was worried about other people and what they thought about me. At the age of 40, I thought, whatever they think about me, I'll just carry on. At the age of 60, I realized that nobody ever thought anything about me.
And at the age of 90?
Apart from not wanting to upset my fellow humans, my responsibility ends here.
Yeah.
I can't stop other people from thinking what they want, or
Yeah, absolutely.
that's their responsibility.